Hi, I'm Dale LePage.
And I'm Tina Marie Billing.
Welcome to New England Pride TV. We have got a great show for you, full of inspiring people. And before we begin the interview segment, I want to thank everybody who watches because I know it was up to you who voted, and New England Pride TV has won an award this year. I was named, yes, TV Personality of the Year for Central Massachusetts. Thank you for voting. And my band, Dale LePage and the Manhattans, won Band of the Year. And so thank you so much for voting, because it means a lot. That's not why we do this. Obviously, it's not why we do this. But to have you recognize us in that way is really special. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and it's well-deserved. He's a great guy, and
no,
he's a talented musician.
It truly takes a village. The people behind the scenes, thank you all, because without them, this show wouldn't happen. Without our sponsors, this wouldn't happen.
Absolutely.
People don't understand. Without sponsorship, nothing happens. So thank you to our sponsors for staying with us here on New England Pride TV. All right, stay tuned.
Hey, 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 tune in, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. Stand up, shout out, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. New England Pride.
And now it's time for our Pride Pet segment.
Today on Pride Pet segment, we feature Strays in Need out of Danvers, Massachusetts. Strays in Need is a non-profit organization serving the Danvers area. When strays are found, they are brought to the Danvers Animal Hospital.
If the cat or dog is not claimed, then they are placed under Strays in Need and are fully evaluated before they are able to go up for adoption. Help find a loving forever home for strays or abandoned animals in need. Contact Strays in Need at telephone number 978-774-1409 or just go to straysinneed.com.
New England Pride TV is presented by Fallon Health and sponsored by the Hanover Theater for the Performing Arts, Remax Vision, Bay State Savings Bank, Safe Homes, Joseph Gonzalez Doframe, Boston Wedding Photographer, Paul Chase and Interior Design, Nuovo Restaurant, Dr. Frank P. Fetchner Plastic Surgery, Fallon Health, The Queen's Cups, Escape Games Worcester, Art Reach, Electric Haze, Bull Mansion, Ellie's Pet Barn, and Hanmi Taekwondo Center.
Hey kids, thanks for sticking with us here on New England Pride TV. I am joined now by Denise Hurley. She is the co-promoter of the Wachusett Music Series. Welcome to New England Pride TV.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
First thing I want to say is I've known you for a few years.
Yes.
And I want to let our audience, our viewers, know how long you've been with your partner.
Jean and I have been together for 42 years.
42 years, which honestly is absolutely amazing to me. Now, I've been with my husband for 35 years. Mm-hmm. What I want to know from you is, tell me what you think, like some of the keys to a successful, stable relationship like you guys have. What's the key things?
Well, I think mostly communication.
Communication
is a big piece of it. Humor.
Very important.
Yes, and if you know Jean, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
yeah.
That's just the type of person she is. And I would say honesty between the two of us, and just living in the moment, enjoying life together.
And you guys do that. I've known you, and I know you do that, and I think that's incredibly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a goal for a lot of couples out there. So bravo to you guys.
Oh, well, thank you. It's possible.
It is possible.
We
it is
can
possible,
do it.
right? Now let's get to the Wachusett Music Series.
Yes.
First of all, tell our viewers what the Wachusett Music Series is and how it started.
Okay. It is a series that we hold in Harvard, Mass. At
Harvard, Mass. It's
at the UU
beautiful there.
Church.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's a music series where we bring in different genres of music. It can be folk music, bluegrass, roots music,
Yeah.
jazz, whatever we want to bring in. We do mostly folk because
Yes,
that's our roots.
That's your roots, and that's
Yeah.
your base. And
That's our base.
And
yeah.
who are some of the people that you've had? I know you've recently had a very well-known singer-songwriter in folk music, Cheryl Wheeler. She was at part of your music series,
Right,
correct?
we just brought her in October. It was a wonderful show. She's amazing. If you ever get a chance to see her, go see her. She's so
I
funny.
have seen her once,
Yeah.
and she was fantastic. And for those of you who don't know who Cheryl Wheeler is, please look her up, Google her, because she's really a super talent.
Yes.
Super talent.
Yes.
And so one of the things that I wanted to get out there to our viewers is you created this because there was a need.
Yes, absolutely. About 20 years ago, Gene and I said, we really would like to have music in our backyard, someplace to go locally. I'm from Boston originally, so there was a great music scene there, but when I moved out here, there wasn't what I was looking for. So we said, well, let's start something. Who knows?
So was it really that simple? Let's start something?
Yes, it really was. We just said, let's do it.
Yeah.
We booked the town hall in Lancaster.
And do you remember who your first guests were? Your first musical
I am
guests?
pretty sure it was Paul Della Valle, Walter Crockett,
Walter Crockett, I know very well. Yeah.
Chuck and Mud. I think it was that whole.
Chuck and Mud, they're like legends in the area.
I think it was that whole crew that I brought in.
Yeah.
And we had this wonderful show, and lots of people came out.
Yeah.
A diversity of people came out to the show, and it was fun. So we said, this works, let's do it again. So it just kind of went from there.
Now, I prepared you for this question. I don't know if you got the answer yet, but if you could, because you've got so many people who come and perform at the Wachusett Music Series.
Yes.
If you could get somebody to come to your, would you call it a festival? Or you do have festivals, correct?
I've had festivals in the past.
I've been to one of
Yes,
those.
we invited you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
It was a great day. People were like bringing their lawn chairs and picnics, and you had vendors there too.
We had vendors.
So it's not you don't just sit there and listen to music. It's
No,
an event.
It is.
Like
it is.
there are artisans.
Yes.
Who sell everything from jewelry to food to crafts.
Crafts, all
Yeah,
kinds of
all
different
kinds of
things.
crafts.
So it's a pretty cool event. Actually,
So who would you get?
Ani DeFranco.
Who's that?
Ani DeFranco. I would love to have Ani DeFranco.
Ani DeFranco.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to have to familiarize myself with her. I know she's super popular.
Yes.
I've seen her posters and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't think I've ever actually really heard her. So I'm going to have to Google her like I want people to Google Cheryl Wheeler.
Yes. She's someone that
Does she perform in bigger venues?
yeah, she's,
okay.
she's a major.
So you'll have to get a bigger venue,
performer.
right?
Yes. Yes. Do you know someplace?
Sure, lots of, but you want to stay out toward Harvard, Mass,
I
right?
do.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I like being in that area, and we love the venue that we're
Now,
at.
Harvard, Mass.
Yes.
Is that where you live?
No, I live in Lancaster.
Which is kind of like the next town
door.
over.
Yes.
But Harvard, Mass. is known for its beauty. It's beautiful there.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
It's also known for there's a space there, Fruitlands Museum. Fruitlands Museum.
is
That's
there.
gorgeous.
Yes.
A lot of people get married there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once me and my band played a wedding there. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how I got to know where it was or whatever. But
Actually, right now, I don't know if I can say that there's filming going on down in Harvard, Mass.
is this the Liam Neeson one?
Little Women?
Oh, Little Women is being filmed?
That's being filmed there.
I'm going to cut the show short because I know that Timothée Chalamet is in Little Women, and if he's filming, I'm going to go stalk him because I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. I've watched Call Me by Your Name like 12 times. I'm like a super fan. I'm like obsessed. Yeah. He's so talented. He just is incredible. He's like one of those actors that you know is going to be like the next big thing. Yeah. Little Women's being filmed there, right? It's funny because he just posted on his Instagram a beautiful picture of like some beautiful fall foliage, and he said, I'm in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's where they are right now.
And I enlarged the photo, and I'm like, where is this? But that's where they are now. Okay, that's exciting.
Yes.
Because somebody just wrote this morning that Liam Neeson is in Worcester. So we've got things happening.
We do.
Yeah, we've got lots of great things happening.
Lots of great things happening.
Speaking of great things, I know you're going to be setting up a new series for the Wachusett Music Series for 2019.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're going to be more than welcome back to come on this show or my radio show to talk about things you have coming up.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
And if anyone wants to find out what's coming up for the Wachusett Music Series, there must be a website or a Facebook page.
Yeah, our website is wachussettmusic.net. And
that's easy.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Go there, and it lists all the upcoming shows that we are going to be hosting, and I'm really excited about 2019.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. You found a need, you fill the need,
Yes.
and now it's growing.
Oh yeah,
It's growing.
It is, and lots of things to come.
Now, that's your website?
Yes.
Is there also a Facebook page?
Just Wachusett Music Series. If
Okay.
you can just type that in, and that
Okay,
will
great.
bring up information as well.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're
It's been
welcome.
an absolute pleasure, just a pleasure.
Thank you, Dale.
And for those of you who do not have smell-o-vision at home, Denise smells amazing. You smell like roses.
Thank you.
What are you wearing?
It's a rose oil.
I'm going to rub up against you when the cameras go off, just so I can smell like that. Thank you. All
You're
right.
welcome.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Hey all, it's me, Miss Lady Sabrina, coming you in flats from Brazil. We got a letter today that I think is pretty charged, actually, with a lot of great conversation. Let's get right to it. Hello everyone. This email is directed to Lady Sabrina. I dressed in drag for Halloween and felt really pretty. It felt good and it felt extremely freeing. My boyfriend, however, was horrified with how much I loved it and actually said, after a few drinks, I'm not dating a woman, I'm dating a man, which made me extremely curious. Do people who do drag all the time find it hard to date? Have you met guys dressed not in drag and then got a different reaction when they find out you do drag? The short answer to that is absolutely. The longer answer to that is, it's really about figuring out who you're dating and the qualities that they have. I usually wait until the third date to let people know that I do drag because I find it important for them to get to know me as a person and then bring the drag in. It's not that I'm ashamed of it, because I'm not. It's more along the lines that people have this perception of drag that people are, or that men are somehow lesser men because they do drag, like they want to be a woman, or and there are some of us that dress in drag because it is genuinely who they are as a person. Me, I enjoy being a man and expressing my masculinity, but I also enjoy the entertainment factor. So I like people to be able to see this, see me as I am, and then bring that in. And if that colors their view of me, well then next. But I think this really speaks to kind of this like overt sexism that we're all raised with. It's kind of, bred into us, from children, that women are seen as lesser. And I think gay or straight, bi or trans, it still bleeds over, on a subconscious level that, gay men see men who do drag as lesser because they see women as lesser, because they're raised to see women as lesser. I think it's I think it's a side effect of a much larger issue. But getting back to you specifically, if your boyfriend really supports you and loves you and wants the best for you, then he will be able to have a conversation with you and be able to kind of talk about what are some of the things that bother you or bother him about you doing drag in an open and honest forum. If it's something that you wish to do again and wish to kind of pursue, then I would suggest finding a counselor in your area for you guys to be able to sit down and kind of flesh it out as a couple, because sometimes it's always better to have a third party involved so it keeps it from getting really nasty and hurtful. So there's the whole answer there. So I wish you all well. I love you all. Love and light.
Hey, we are joined now on New England Pride TV by Molly Jane Gang, singer, songwriter, musician, and I am very familiar with you, and I'm very familiar with your music. I'm a fan, as I think you know, and if you don't know it, you do now. You've actually been on my radio show before, and let's just jump right in. Tell me, I know you're a very good songwriter, singer. How does the songwriting come to you for inspiration? Like, how do you work your way into making a song?
Most of the time, I don't actually sit down and say I'm going to write a song. It hits me.
Okay. Oh, you like I personally, I can only speak for myself. I do my best songwriting. That's right. If you guys are watching this for the first time, you don't know I sing for a living. That's what I do. But I do my best songwriting in the shower.
I come up with most of my hooks in the shower.
Most of your hooks in the shower.
Yes.
So you're a shower singer too, like probably most of the world. But we turn.
That's where I started.
That's where you started. That's good. I like that. All right. So I find it very kind of funny that we both get our best ideas in the shower. Like it could be covered in soap, and I keep my phone in the bathroom because I know this happens. Like I'm in the middle of like soaping up, and I open the shower door, hit record, I sing. It's usually the hook too.
Yep.
It's usually the hook, which is the chorus of the song. And then I jump back in and rinse the soap out of my eyes. Is it the same for you?
It is definitely the same. And
any theory on why that is?
I think we're in just a state of calm, and that's when I call them inspiration angels, give you what you need to put out into the world.
We're in a state of calm, and you're absolutely right. That's exactly what it is.
We don't have anything coming in
distracting
us.
No.
And we can just release what's always been inside us.
Yep. Now, mine is either in the shower or walking the dog. Yours is in the shower and?
I either driving and sometimes even in my sleep. I will wake up out of a dead sleep with a melody.
Okay, that's very like is prophetic a word? No, that's not right. That's awesome.
Awesome's a good word.
So you dream of these songs, and like, do you wake up in the middle of the night and like write them down, or?
I either write them down or I do what you do and take my phone and
right away.
Yep. And sometimes I don't wake up from them and I forget, and it's the most awful feeling. So I try to wake up and.
Now, one of your most powerful songs is about, I'm going to say it's about recovery. What's that song called?
No Surprise.
No Surprise. Now, what brought you to that?
It started with, I noticed how much I had been drinking.
Okay.
And.
Well, kudos to you for noticing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was very difficult. First, it started out as a social thing, and I think that's where the lines got blurred between social drinking and drinking just because you feel like you need to.
Right.
And
now, as a songwriter, I usually find musicians and songwriters to be extremely sensitive individuals. Would you consider yourself to be?
Incredibly.
Okay. So the alcohol affects you?
Negatively.
Yeah. Okay.
I never got angry or aggressive, but internally I was aggressive.
Right.
I towards myself.
So you've gotten a handle on that?
I now drink beer in moderation. I
Okay.
will have one or two. I
Okay.
don't drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
The goal was to stop altogether,
Yeah.
but
You find you are fine with being a social drinker.
right, and
Okay.
I am no longer drinking hard alcohol.
Right.
That is a no-no.
Now that song, would you consider that like almost a form of therapy for you?
Yeah,
Like-
it's a reminder that I can't go back to living that way, and not only just because I wasn't this angry alcoholic, throwing things and hurting
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
it doesn't mean that it didn't affect other
Right.
people's lives.
Right.
My state of mind, anybody's state of mind, affects everyone around you.
Absolutely.
How you act towards them, how you receive other people's energy, it's all relative.
Yep.
So
I agree with you
needed
100%.
I needed to change that.
And you have songs for I call them digital downloads. Where would people be able to like look for this? The song writing that you do is up on the web for digital downloads, correct?
You can, find it on my website, mollyjanegain.com, iTunes, Spotify.
your website, all that. Now I'm in for a treat, and our viewers are in for a treat because we are now going to go to one of your songs. I think it's the song about recovery, correct?
Yep.
What's the name of that again?
No surprise.
No surprise. So we're going to hear a few minutes of Molly Jane Gain doing her song No Surprise. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right.
It comes no surprise. I'm back here on the floor. It comes no surprise to you or anyone. Now I can say I told you so. Now I can say I told you so. Hey, yeah. 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 Hey, It comes no surprise. My back's against the wall again. It comes no surprise. Enemy once gone friend. Now I can say I told you so. Now I can say I told you so. Hey, yeah.
Hey, it's me, Amy T, with another segment of Experimental Comedy Therapy. This month, I thought we'd do something a little bit different with the holidays right around the corner. Some of you may or may not know, but for 30 years, I was a self-taught chef at my family's breakfast restaurant, and I made this cream that we called the Cafe Cream that we put on all of our French toast in, our seasonal specials, whether it was apple crisp or strawberry shortcake French toast. So we put it on pancakes and French toast and waffles, and people would buy it by the gallons and eat it by the spoonfuls. And it's probably one of the easiest things to make, and you can interchange it and use it on all your favorite holiday desserts. First, what you want to do is take about an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I like to use reduced fat. I think that we don't, as Americans, need any extra fat than we already eat on a daily basis. And then about 4 ounces of mascarpone cheese. And you want to mix those together until they're and add like a scoop or two of whipped topping. So whipped topping is going to be a personal preference. The more you add, the lighter it's going to be. But you don't want to overpower the taste of the cream cheese and mascarpone. I probably added about 1 cup of whipped topping or Cool Whip and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I think it maybe took all of about 6.5 minutes to make this together. And you name it, anything that you can think of with cream, instead of using a canned whipped cream, use this. I can promise you, you're going to be the hit of a party. Put it on pumpkin pie, put it on your apple crisp, stuffed whoopie pies, and I can promise you it's going to be a hit, and it's probably one of the easiest things to make. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie.
All right, so now you're the taste tester, and I know this is like one of your favorite things. So hopefully,
I'm so excited.
Right, you haven't had it since I left the
I
restaurant.
haven't had it since May, but I'm not counting.
Okay, ready?
Yep. I can use a spoon?
Yes.
Okay. It's so good. I could eat it just like this. So good.
As always, the time has gone much too fast. Yeah. Thank you for sticking with us here on New England Pride TV. And I'm so energized by our guests, and yes. I always learn something, and it was such a great show. And thank you for being here. You don't know,
thank you, Dale, for having
she
me.
travels pretty far to be on this show with us, and all you do behind the scenes. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And thank you once again to all our sponsors. And if you would like to be a guest on New England Pride TV, please reach out to New England Pride TV on Facebook. Send us a private message. Let us know you'd like to be a guest and what you'd like to discuss or talk about. And it could be an event, it could be an organization, a charity, or just an inspiring story. Yeah. So we're going to end the show the way we always do, by saying, please don't be afraid to shine your light.
Because you might be lighting the way for someone in need.
Until next time, thanks for watching New England Pride TV. I'm Dale LePage.
And I'm Tina Marie Billings.
See you next time.
Bye.
Hey, hey, hey. Tune in, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. Stand up, shout out, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. New England